Well, we are live as live can be, although it did seem to drop the frames something drastic there for a moment or two, but that's fine, I suppose. It has to be fine, really. There's no real other choice other than it's fine, because if it wasn't fine, well, it wouldn't be fine, and that's not fine at all. Fuck knows. Hello, General Phoenix. Wait for it. I've got to wait. Oh, is it for some reason not working? Or am I being impatient? No, that does look like it's not working, doesn't it? Because he doesn't seem to have connected. Why are you being a douchebag? Let's try that and see if it works. Are you now working? Good. That's broken. Cool. Unless... No, that wouldn't... I'll put it above, I'll put that one below. There we go. Now, why is that not working now? It's still not working. No, that is still not working. Now, why? Are you? Yeah. Oh, I suspect that's what it is. This is not going to be a quick fix, I suspect, although it might be. Let's see. I wonder if that's going to be a thing as well. Let's just try that to see. No, okay, he's in. But I'm assuming... Oh, is that going to be a thing? No, I don't think so. I feel like that shouldn't be a thing. That one might be a thing. Yes, that's probably why, isn't it? Okay. Bear with me. It's one of the few things I hadn't factored in, perhaps. Well, I haven't said that. Interesting. No? Okay. That... Right, let's have one more go here. Let's just double check inside. Not that one, that one. Is that one screwed? No, that one seems to be fine. Okay, good. Right, that's one thing figured out and worked on. Right, that and of course I've actually burnt through my own volume of the hose, but that one... Oh,
I see ya!
I don't know whether I'm allowed to bypass my own... Yeah, no, I'm not allowed to bypass my own limit, which is ridiculous because it's my limit, you horse-shitting cocktard. Ah, anyway, right. There we go. Okay, I think we're back in action. I think it's because of all the whole security breach of Twitch, silly Twitch, and because of all the whole restarting and having to jigger all of the things, it unfortunately disconnected to a certain extent. Not too bad, but it disconnected the old what's it, which possibly means, I'll tell you what, let's shout out Mr. Can't Sleep Must Paint, see if that one's still working. That's still working, marvellous.
I'm just waiting for the wave thing now. If you can see this bit, this is odd. Oh, why are you watching this bit? Unless you're like me and you're watching back when you started a raid. Hello,
yeah. Yes, that was the creepy one where he called me out and it was like, what? I'm not... How dare you know that I'm watching you now? But yes, that was quite amusing because, of course, if someone raids into you, it is seemingly natural to go and look at the end of their stream to find out why perhaps they raided into you. Anyway, right, so that's working. I have no reason to think anything else wouldn't be working, but you never know at this point. There may be something I've missed. But here we go.
Hello there.
Hello there. Hello there indeed. Hello, General Chester Phoenix. Now, I wonder, can I... Oh, that's going to open a new thing. Okay, that's complicated. I don't like it. I don't like it. No, I don't like it. I'm not enjoying it. Oh, it's a new view that I've never seen. Where's this latest one? Oh, there we go. Okay. So, I wonder if I'll reject that. And I'll reject that. And then I'll reject that. So theoretically you've got your 10 points back. But I'm curious. No, it doesn't. It doesn't allow you to have your restocking of the actual volume you're allowed. So I fear at the moment you are down a hello there, and I can only apologise for that. It was the technology, not me. But yes, you've had to burn 2 hello theres for a single hello there, and I cannot, I fear, change that fact. So you are down a hello there. And unfortunately I can't even redeem it myself multiple times, because reasons. It doesn't cost me points to redeem these things, or rather I suppose I have an infinite volume of Arcadian coins, being the actual owner of the channel. But it's strange that I can't equally sort of bypass my own limitations as the owner of the channel. But apparently no. If you've put limitations in place, you have to live with your limitations. If you think you can bypass your own limitations, no. No, you live within your limitations. That's the message Twitch is giving you. Oh, will it work for you? It should do now. So we've now got an official extra. Hello there.
Hello there.
Welcome. General can't sleep, must paint.
Fuck me!
There you go. They're all back now. They're all back and functional. Right, the Fun House. We have seen the Fun House. I've heard there's prizes to be won, and I was led to believe it was a whole lot of fun. Fun House. Nice little springtime evening. And I've just realised, of course, because of all the technical issues we had opening this, I never asked how you were, Mr. Chester Phoenix. So I will do a double whammy. How are you, Mr. Can't Sleep Must Paint, and how are you, Mr. Chester Phoenix? Have you finished? This one's directed more at Can't Sleep Must Paint, but you never know. Maybe I'll hit a double whammy in some fashion. But have you finished your little Black Widow with the fancy swords, or are you still working on Fancy Sworded Widow? Did I hear the Dragon Quest news today? I suspect not, because I'm unaware of any Dragon Quest news, but I would be devilishly curious. What is the Dragon Quest news? Villa La Glacinas, stone building. So the contest theme is stone building, so maybe there's some new ones, but I don't think so. I fear it's clearly not been a hugely popular game on the PC. Or rather, I suppose, it's not been popular to upload photos on the PC version. How is users? I'm okay. I'm okay. That's it. That's the end of the sentence. I was gonna go further, and then I just thought, no, the answer's okay. Yeah, it's all right. Flags of the world unite as one. Some kind of massive anime explosion when the flags of the world unite as one, and it becomes a giant robot that stomps all over the world and weirdly destroys it in an attempt to save it. Ooh, Koichi Sugiyama, the composer for Dragon Quest, has just passed away. Oh shit. That is not a convenience. I'm still sort of hoping... still sort of hoping? No, not the sentence I was after. I'm hoping he at least had a good innings, as in he was aged. and it wasn't anything, that cut him down in his stride. But yeah, that's going to be a blow, I think, because the Dragon Quest music is just some of the best music in all of gaming. I'm going to stand by that sentence. I'm going to live with the consequences of that sentence. He was 90. Oh well, that is very good innings then. But also possibly, as I say, slight shame, because he was clearly incredibly good at what he did, because the music is fantastic. It's phenomenal. And you haven't painted all day today. I suppose it does make a change. You have been, you did have that sort of commission where you were pushing it every day. I think it sounded like. I don't know that for a fact. I made an assumption and just left it as fact in my brain. Well, he's doing quite a lot of painting. I assume he's been, doing that massive commission. I assume he's been doing it all day, every day, and that just became fact, solid fact. Post assumption. Okay, 5 count. There we go. Ooh, that's slightly new. I think. I don't. Oh no! I do recognise it because I said they were jail bars, and therefore quite clever as a sort of steel, iron grating type fence. That one, the farm ranch. Yeah, that's nice. Downtown, we've seen downtown. Downtown, wouldn't you be do downtown? Quite like that. I like these sort of lampposts. I'm not sure how. Can't immediately identify how they would have built those lampposts, but they're quite nice. Oh, I thought it'd gone horribly wrong for a moment there, but no, we're safe. We're safe. And then finally, Babs City, the city of the Babs. You're doing fine. You watched all 3 John Wick movies today. That's a good choice. That's a good choice you made. They are. I enjoy those as films. They are relentless, over the top action. Well, I say over the top. It is still over the top, but a lot of what he does in those films is not sort of dramatically over the top. Just sort of a little bit unreasonable that one man could do every single one of those correct at exactly the right time. You'd expect him to have died after the first couple of stunts, but, it's fiction, so he survived. But nonetheless, they do make for a cracking series of films. I did recently, oddly enough, it was the other night, I finally caught the Parabellum one, which is the 3rd film. And that was quite pleasant. I must admit, I particularly enjoyed Halle Berry and the dogs. You were surprised to see Lovejoy was in it. Yes. He turns up everywhere nowadays. I can't remember the actor's name, unfortunately. So, for now, he will have to be simply known as Lovejoy. But yeah, he turns up everywhere. I do always remember that he kicked up a bit of a stink when he was in Game of Thrones. I don't know if anybody else remembers this. But he kicked up a bit of fan backlash when I think he spoilt something. He was in an interview and he spoilt something and then just sort of said, "Oh, it's not important. It's tits and dragons," or something along those lines. And he ended up with a bit of backlash for dismissing people's love of Game of Thrones as nothing more than it's just a show about tits and dragons. And I mean, it is, in fairness, it's very much a show about tits and dragons, but it was still, I think, as I say, there was still a bit of a brouhaha. Ian McShane, that's the fella, yes. Oh, Lazy Bones, they haven't actually finished the pyramid. Absolutely. I suppose technically I never finished off the blueprint, did I? So, of course they haven't finished the bloody pyramid. I thought while I'd been away, I sort of assumed they'd have finished it up, but apparently no, not so much. Hello there, Veldin. I know I said this several times last night, but it really is good to have you back. As you can see, we finished off the 2nd part of the pyramid while you were gone. Yes, I can see that, but where's the 3rd part of the pyramid? You couldn't figure that one out, could you? No. It has to be me. I'm the only one who can do blueprints. Oh, yes. Yes, it was... almost didn't recognise her, because she looked very different to normal in that film. I don't know precisely. It must have been sort of the hair, perhaps. I don't know, but... she really did look quite different to her usual look, I suppose. I don't know. But it was one of those ones where it was like... I recognise her, don't I? I do, don't I? Where do I recognise her from? Is it Halle Berry? I don't know. Do you think it's Halle Berry? I think it might be Halle Berry. Yeah, you might be right. And yes, I am talking to myself. I do so. It's concerning. But until the men in white coats drag me away, it's fine. But yes, I did quite like the dog scenes in that. They were very impressive. They were kind of cool. I don't know how detailed. I've mentioned that I play D&D in the past multiple times, I suppose. But in one of my D&D campaigns, I play as a sort of human detective who's also a ranger. And rangers can have a beast companion. One of their sort of archetypes is having the beast companion. And so I decided to be a sort of a private investigator with a dog, German Shepherd called Rexus. It was based on the TV series, or loosely based on the TV series, Hudson and Rex. That's the name of the program. Almost wasn't there, but it came out. So it's meant to be sort of like a super smart, super awesomely trained German Shepherd dog that I do combat with, and it's quite entertaining to a certain extent. But that film very much sort of like, oh yeah, now I've got some more ideas about how good the dog can be. Because I mean, in fairness, Hudson and Rex, if you see some of the dog stunts they do in that, it's like, yeah. He's awesome dog. He's the star of the show, essentially. The whole Charlie Hudson, the investigators, fucking, yeah, right, mate. So you exist. It's the dog we're watching the program for. But yeah, it's quite amusing. He's quite good most of the time, but of course he's always let down by dice rolls, as every D&D protagonist is. I have a particular set of skills. 1. Apparently, I've forgotten how to use my particular set of skills. Now I have no skills in this. 20, cool. So turns out I'm shit at the thing I'm really good at, and good at the thing I'm really shit at. Thanks, dice. Thumbs up. Thumbs up all around for dice rolls. We all love dice rolls. Oh yes. We did a remarkable job, if I do say so myself. Ba-ba. And we've got another one. It seems there's a letter waiting for Veldin. Well, we'll have to go and investigate that later. We're dealing with Lulu again. Soon we shall have a wonderful tourist attraction on our hands. People will flock from miles around to see our pyramid. Cool, blimey. Big time. If we knuckle down, we'll have the gaff finished in a flash. Oi, Veldin, fancy sorting us out with another blueprint, numero 13? Oh, I think I can manage that. I've looked in my book, I've looked in the book, and now I'm gonna draw a blueprint for you. You can carry on regardless. Carry on, Cleo, because it's closest to Egypt I can think of. Carry on building my pyramid. I think the 3rd level is still not quite finished. We've still got quite a lot of pyramid left to build. But I think they're going to ask for more shit inside the pyramid while they're building this pyramid. Plus, I finally need to finish off the rooms that I was building before I got scooted off the island and sent to Skelkatraz. Cool, I like the look of this, Veldin.
Well, dear Ziz, shall we begin, Ziz? We're desperate to start building again, Ziz, we are.
Oh, you fucking slag. I've bunged a bunch of blocks in a chest, just like last time, you fucking pansy. Should be plenty in there to polish off this piece of the pyramid, no problem, you fucking wankers. There you go, fucking told you I'll put that fucking right down there.
You're welcome to help us, Velden, but if there's something else that needs your attention, you can leave the building work to us. Either way, let's all work together to make this place the best that it can be.
Velden. Velden Balroth, it's so good to have you back safe and sound. Without you, this whole operation would fall to pieces. So to welcome you back, I'd like to give you a present. Is there anything you need? A bell would make your life a lot easier. You could ring it together up all the gratitude like you do on the other islands. You don't need my help with that. Surely you can just build one for yourself. You don't need your hands on my bell end. You can build your own bell end. Hold on, are you telling me you don't know how to make a builder's bell yet? I do now. The moment someone besmirches my capability of building, I immediately learn how to build things. A gleaming golden bell that rings with a clarion call. You've invented the bell, I see. That should tide you over for the time being. Hello, Ordelia. Come out and see me, Ordelia. Go on then.
Velden, my dear, it's wonderful to have you back. Stupid hobbits, it's always happy to see it in one pieces. As you know, we drove those mischievous missionaries away, but they could attack us again at any times. We have to be on alert at all hours of the day. Very stressful, very stressful. We need a plan for when it attacks again. Oh, but just listen to us. We're being such a gloomy guts. Forget we ever said anything about it. Apart from our impending doom, we've been thinking about how to turn this area into a bona fide tourist attraction. We think it needs a shop. You know, a little place to sell souvenirs and knacks. Can't call it a tourist spot without ones. Could you make an item shop for us, Velden? Sit inside the pyramid. You'll need to put a shop sign in there. And mustn't forget, there's 2 coffers, a table and a prices tag. Check your crafting stations if there's an item you've never made before. Maybe it can learn the recipe there.
Okay, we can probably do a shop. Whee! Time to go over here. Ooh, I've got a shitload of glass. I'm now going to use my glass for terrible purposes. Oh yes, I'm gonna glass him right up the little slag. He dares step up on me, and I will take this shiv made of cut glass, and I will deal swift justice and make him dead. 10 gratitude points, that's alright. We can build a shoppy shop sign. Coolie beans. And now what else would we need here? We need simple tables. Do we really? Interesting. Ah, you little cock. You managed to figure out how to get on top of the table. How dare you? How dare you learn? You were supposed to just stay there staring at me for a prolonged period of time. Right, okay. Do a little bit of wood planing. Possibly need another one of those then. Interesting. I don't know how many of those I'm going to need. Or whether it's just telling me I need one each time. Yeah, it might be telling me I just need one each time. So we'll ignore that for now and come back if I do need another one. Price tags. Learn to build price tags, please. Can be used to sell items. Build like 5 of them, that'll do. I don't know if that's going to be enough, but we'll still build 5 of them just for the sheer hell of it. That's right. Why did the penguin make puns? Just for the sheer halibut. The halibut. I've been eating penguins recently, so I'm full of penguin jokes. Dink. Coffers for me, please. Yes, a bell. We need gold ingots, which is unfortunate because that means we need gold. I don't have any gold on me. which is inconvenient to say the least. To say the least. Oh, a monster monument. Interesting. A small stone statue in the shape of a hooded hammerhood. You shouldn't really have a hooded hammerhood, because it kind of wastes the original hood that the hammerhood has. It's too many hoods. How many hoods could a hammerhood hood if a hammerhood could There you go. There's a tongue twister for anybody interested. How much hood could a hammerhood hood if a hammerhood could hood? Was it a lovely little halibut? It was. It was the most delightful halibut. Right, okay. We need to find something else, because I want to pick it up here, and I think it should exist on my workbench. I'm not sure where, though. So we're going to sort of have to just scroll down and see if we can find what I'm after. I don't know. Oh dear. Goddamn ants! Do not interfere. Come on, Malroth. I believe in you. Yes, sir, I do. Please don't let the ants near me. No, no. Please, no. Don't let the ants... A sleek shelf. That's very nice. Very nice indeed. An item display stand. Tell you what, if I'm going to have a shop, I might have some item display stands, because that might be quite nice. So let's... something like 6? I'm slowly but surely formulating a plan in my brainium, and so... and it's vibrating nicely, so it is in fact in the vibranium. We'll go 6 of them again. Might as well. It's a good number-ish. It's a good-ish number. Wooden cabinet. No, I'm not too fussed about a wooden cabinet. Signposts. No. Brass brackets. No, not hugely interested in brass brackets at the moment. What's that? Notice board? No. No significance to me. The samurai sword collection. Let's have a few samurai swords, I think. I'm trying to think of a way to reference Life of Brian now, but I'm struggling to come up with one. So can we just pretend I did instead? Okay. Oh my god, that was an excellent reference to Life of Brian. There you go. Was that pretend enough for you? A treasure pile. Ooh, raise the total fanciness. What is that? A big bronze bell. Nice, I suppose. So, you know, lovely to have. I don't necessarily feel like I need it, but it's lovely to have, I'm sure. I fear what I want is not in existence, but it's fine. We'll carry on regardless and see. No, unfortunately, what I wanted doesn't seem to have cropped up. Is there an actual sort of... Oh no, that's locked things. So that's not going to be... Well, I suppose, I mean... Not necessarily going to be a terrible thing to just have a look and see about getting... pet bowls, pet beddings, planters, diagonal fencing. No, it's not what I'm after. Not what I'm after. Lots of foodstuffs, but not what I'm after. No. A scandalous swimsuit. Oh my. I need to build the Pools of Paradise on the Isle of Awakening. I don't actually know what the Pools of Paradise are, which is slightly inconvenient. What is that one? That is... I don't know. Shit I can build. I suppose go on, I'll build the soundtrack. Might as well. Fuck it. That's lovely. That's mostly just getting it out of the way. You didn't really need the soundtrack. I just thought, why not? Have a crack at the soundtrack. It's fine. It's lovely. Sliding glass door. Sliding door. Did we have sliding glass doors on the other side? I think maybe we did. Let's have. We'll have 10 of them. The Balls of Paradise. Maybe we can get ourselves some Balls of Paradise. Now, do I want like an awning for my shop? A classy canopy? Yeah, I do want a classy canopy. I think that might be quite nice. Will you fuck off, you stupid ant? Get lost, you terrible little shitty ant. Nobody wants you here. Oh, apparently more monsters have arrived, which is inconvenient. Oh, that's a lot of monsters. That's an inconvenient volume of monsters. Oh wow, this is a lot of monsters. That's a lot of monsters that I didn't need while I'm trying to figure out my buildings. Oh nuts! I've fallen asleep. Well, luckily they are pummeling me so much that falling asleep is not a huge issue because they'll just whack me. No, I don't want to stop that. I want to kill the enemies, please. And unfortunately, stop progress on this thing is the same button apparently as attack the arseholes. There we go. At least we're getting lots of little odd supplies. The oil, the splats of oil will never go amiss because that's where I get most of my torches and light sources, which will be rather pleasant. I can light up this island like you've never seen. Cool. Right, I think we dealt with that situation. Marvellous. Now, I think unfortunately it's going to have to be low grade, which is not optimal. I tell you, oh yeah, go on. Let's have all the sheets of music. Why not? The sheets of music are fairly easy to build, assuming. Are we? Oh right. Okay. No, that's. I've now got. Oh, I see. I've already got those sheets of music. That's fine. It's fine. I was confused. Now I can play more of the music. A wooden sliding door. Let's grab 10 of those as well, just because I might fancy those instead. It's very much a just-in-case situation. An angled window. Let's have a few of those. Again, you never know. Might enjoy using them. Don't cost. Well, it does cost me stuff to build them, but you know, it doesn't cost me much, and that's what counts. I must figure out a light source that I feel is suitable. Floor lamp. A wooden lamp. I do like this ridiculous sort of over-the-top cafe table. I fear it is going to have to be a pot. Well, I suppose. Can't remember how many I had, so we'll have 10. Just to make sure we've got enough. And then what else do I need? I suppose showers wouldn't go amiss, would they? Could sort of do sort of half and half showers and not showers. I'll have 10 showers. Just eventually I might try and install some showers. Wash tubs, no. But we will want probably some other bits and pieces that I've missed out. Let's see if I can find those. Not obviously. Oh, there we go. I think we need towel rails. So we'll have 10 towel rails. What else did we need? I can't remember. Which is slightly inconvenient. What is that? Modern art. I see. We don't need modern art at the moment. Bit of traditional art, maybe. Trendy triptych. No, we don't need one of those either. I feel like towels was all it needed. Possibly a light source wouldn't go amiss. So where, what, who, when, and how? So let's get a load of barrels, because we might be able to use barrels as a sort of surface to put things on. And then let's find a light source that I think will go nicely. I think we're still sort of rocking the miners aesthetic really a little bit. So I'm wondering if maybe it'd be worthwhile perhaps. Ooh, no, I quite like the idea of the Waller lamper. They look quite sort of nice and simple. So I think that might work quite nicely. Okay, let's tally-ho back in here and see if we can't fix up what we want to build, essentially. Whee! Look at that road. This road is amazing. It's got water and lights. And that's all that counts. Okay, so what we're probably going to want to do, let's mark it again. So what we want to do is make that a corner. And that a corner, because then that lines up nicely with the opposing building. And I believe, because I do love a bit of symmetry, so everything's got to have at least a little bit of symmetry. Oh, we've completed the level 3 blueprint. Lovely chaps. The minus aesthetic doesn't work unless Tiny Miner. Yeah, I fear we did leave Tiny Miner behind, didn't we? Oi, Veldin, we did it. Third part of the pyramid's finished.
Nice. Look at that. Look at my pyramid. My pyramid's amazing. Give it a lick.
Tastes like stone. That does make sense. That actually makes sense, yes. Wonderful. Ooh, wonderful, wonderful stuff. Oh, we're back on Lulu, aren't we? Hello, Lulu. Everybody's gonna cheer. This pyramid is stunning. Simply stunning. And it shall be even more so when it's finally complete. We love how it's turned out, dears. Nicey, nice. Much better than a cold cave on crumbled dunes. The end is nearly in sight, Veldin. All we have to do now is apply the finishing touches. And I don't know if that is going to be what I think it is, but I think it's what I think it is, and that's enough. Okay, so not yet, anyway. Not yet is the crucial thing, because right this very moment, we are in fact dealing with this. So what we want to do is travel along this path, and then 2 here. That's the one. That's the ticket. And now, I believe, possibly there? Question mark? Yeah, there's the line up there. Line up there. Yeah. Right, okay, so that's a nice marker for this area. I think that'll work quite well. And then really what we're going to want to do is probably expand. Yeah, I don't know what we're going to do there. Because there's now just, I suppose arguably we probably want to just dig out the sand and put a little sort of, maybe we could put like a decorative area in there. Yeah. I quite like that idea. Maybe sort of, I realise we're inside a pyramid, but I'm wondering maybe some kind of tree. You're inside a pyramid, you fucking fool. How could you possibly have a tree here? Well, you know, it doesn't have to be realistic. So that's 1 space, 2 space, 3 space, 4 space. So that would be the beginning of any other sort of buildings here. And really, I think any other buildings, you'd want the corner of the building to be there, I think, wouldn't you? So that any wall can be across here, which is not too bad. Which means, yeah, you'd want a wall running across there. Which means really just, we'll trash this area out for now. I'll try and figure out what we want to do with it. I went 1 too far, but that's not a problem. Oh, actually, no, I didn't. I didn't go 1 too far. Almost didn't go far enough. Okay, the Reaper is after me, which is inconvenient. Yep, there he is. The light, it burns. Yes, yes, it does. Now get some beatings. Oh, there he's going to run away. That's fine. Marvellous. That helps me no end. Right, okay, so yeah, this is my path. My path is amazing. Give it a lick. It tastes like sand at the moment. Don't want to lick sand. Right, so let's try and find... I can probably ditch my dirt for now, so... we'll sort my inventory and find ourselves... Was it crazy paving? It was crazy paving. Crazy paving! You know, crazy paving. Paving that's crazy. Crazy paving. That's an Armstrong and Miller sketch. For anybody wondering if I was having issues there. He was trying to explain crazy paving to a German and clearly having trouble. It was quite an entertaining sketch, but most of Armstrong and Miller's sketches were quite entertaining. I recently shared, because I was watching the series, I recently shared the one they did about the bins and being able to put the bins out, which is, as I mentioned there, one of their better sketches, I think. Mostly, I think it's slightly better if you don't know, like, the video clip I shared makes it seem a little bit less than glorious, because it's just sort of like, yeah, they're talking about, you know, you kind of know what's coming. That's the key problem. You know what's heading your way. And as such, it becomes a bit bit less of a sort of lovely surprise and a bit more of a sort of predictable. Yep, I understand that's going to be the thing that comes. Whereas on the show, you wouldn't necessarily know that was the thing that was coming, and so I think it had a little bit more impact. But there you go. That's just one man's opinion. And because I'm on the internet, of course, I have to share it immediately. You went to see them live? Oh, you lucky bugger. That is quite something. I can't deny it. I think they were one of the better sketch comedy groups. I know there's been many. I would stand by the fact that they are definitely one of the better. I did enjoy a lot of their sketches. There we go. Now if we do something with that dirt in the middle, that'll look very pleasant. Now, I'm thinking what we probably want to do is, if it's supposed to be the idea that, oh look, come forth, visit our pyramid. Oh look, there's a shop. I'll go in the shop. So we probably want the entrance to our shop to be around about here. Now, what do we want to build our shop out of? And I know that seems like a strange question to ask, but I think probably reflect the gold that we were working with previously. We probably don't need the dirt for now. And we can probably take those out. Probably, we can replace the monster munchies, I would think, because we don't need those specifically. Whoops, that's not what I intended to do, but that's not a huge problem. Now then, I think possibly there... Does that make a lovely symmetry? It does make a lovely symmetry. Oh, a delightful symmetry does please me. Whoops. Good, whoops. God damn it. I'm trying to... Sometimes, I can't deny it, it's easier just to use the hammer to demolish the block. Fortuitously, you do not lose the block you are working on if you do choose to demolish the block instead of just moving the block that you've placed in the wrong place. So it's not too bad. It's very funny, although somewhat unfortunately it was topped by going to see Monty Python. That's fair. That's fair. That's not an unreasonable thing for them to be topped by, I don't think. I suppose arguably, when I said they're one of the best sketch groups around, technically that was just that little bit more based on the idea. I think I probably want a window in here somewhere. Precisely where I want that window, I don't know, but I definitely feel like I want a window. And I do feel like I do have the urge to sort of maybe split this area in half, because I don't think we need all this space dedicated to one shop, perhaps. So hence why I am doing it. I didn't necessarily mean of all time, I meant of that era. Because obviously there are a lot of older sketch groups, not the 9 o'clock news springs to mind, and Monty Python being another one, that I would put forth as a higher grade, but not by that much. Cool, right, so we've got sort of a kind of basic skeleton of what we're after. Let's just check our sizes here, because I think it's going to be uneven no matter what, but I'm curious. So inside wall 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Inside wall here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So yeah, if I moved this wall, it would just make this 6 and that 7. So we'll just stick with this one being 7 and the other one being the other number I said. Well done, well done. Descriptive, as always. Yes, I know. I'm thorough in my stupidity. Okay, what I think I'll do... Oh, actually, I've just realised I want to... Probably best to deal with the floor situation here first. So we shall dig out this floor. I'm also thinking, because I know what else... I happen to remember what else they're going to ask me to build. And I pretty much built them in roughly this location the last time I did this as well, which almost annoys me, but it's a logical and reasonable location to build in. But what I might try and do is I might try and make them connected so that you can, you know, you've got a through path to allow it. You wasn't allowed, I suppose, were you too young Were you actually? Oh my god! Don't say you were too young, because I don't know if I don't know if my aged bones can handle that idea. That you were too young. Were you too young to watch that Mitchell and Webb look? Oh, say it ain't so. I don't like it. The flooring situation is gonna be slightly awkward. There you go. We do need a floor. We definitely do need a floor. We, in fairness, definitely need a floor over here as well. So I'm wondering if maybe we'll have a side entrance here. Yeah, have a side entrance there. Yeah, you were too young. No! Why? Why? You youthful bastard. That is too many bits that I just trashed there, so we'll put more sand back, because obviously, you know, leaving the sand underneath the walls is definitely construction 101, as we all know from the little piggy who built his house upon the stone. We know that stone is a good foundation material. If you're going to be building foundations, you definitely want to build them from stone. That is factual information. I have not fucked it up, as I'd thought I had, but it did look bad for a moment there. It looked like I'd fucked it. But it turns out I had not fucked it. Which, I must admit, if it's fucked it or not fucked it, I prefer the notion that I hadn't fucked it. Right, so shall we make that a two-door? Yeah, because that could be a main entrance as well. Okay. I mean, it's coming along. It's not necessarily going to be the most aesthetically pleasing, but it's perhaps going to be the best I can muster. Could you please do the double tap that I'm kind of trying to get you to do every time? He refuses to get in there and deal with that. I think you've gotten your house building stories mixed up. Have I? Oh, yes, no, because I was referencing the Three Little Pigs, yeah. No, sand was perfect. They just didn't put enough effort in. Right, so I kind of need a flooring option here. I don't think I've not really got the capacity to make it carpets again, because I don't have the cotton. You just can't get the cotton these days. It's the problem. Brexit, you know. Can't get the carpet nowadays. Trucks are stuck on the roads. Oh, I can build carpet. Oh, but only 10 blocks of carpet, which would equate to 17 in total, which I don't think is going to be viable. Abstract floral floor block. I don't know about that. Diamond design block. A fancy block with a retro rhomboid pattern. That would require cotton as well. That requires just grass fibres. Sunset styled block. Wallpaper styled upon the clouds at dusk. Can be dyed. But then it would no longer really be a sunset, would it? But still. Jungle wall. Jungle boogie. Jungle boogie. Jungle boogie. Jungle boogie. Diddly. Scaled wall block. A block with a distinguished fish-inspired design. Gravel block. A night sky. Old school wall block. Interesting. Nostalgic playful pattern. Granite. A refined design block. Subdued colours and subtle pattern give this block an understated appeal. No, the house is built on sand and rock is parable from the Bible. Oh, is it really? Oh, okay, yes. No, you're quite right then. I did have my stories mixed up, yeah. Straw, sticks and stone, shadows. Yeah, you're quite right. You are entirely correct. I was not convinced of it when when I said it out loud, obviously. But yeah, now you've corrected me. I can see and understand that, yeah, you're 100% right, which is almost annoying because I would have preferred to be correct. Oh, I've already got 170 herringbone floorboards. I think I'm going to use a good selection of these herringbone floorboards. Fuck you! Can't you see? I'm trying to... Fuck off. I'm also trying to charge up my charge attack. The charge attack in this is devilishly difficult to pull off, because they are constantly trying to attack you and stop you doing it. Ah, you bastard. There we go. Marvellous. Your demise is inevitable. I think you've got that the wrong way around, sir. It's your demise that's inevitable. Although you are being helped by native scorpions. Nobody really wants you helped by native scorpions. I just walked into that. You see, the problem there was I took a bit of a gamble. I thought, do you know what? I can charge at this fella quicker than he can get that attack off. And I can whack him and he won't be able to get that attack off. Unfortunately, the situation proved not that. So that's inconvenient. I don't know why I went sort of native native fruit warbling, but it definitely happened. It was a thing. Right, let's build me a herringbone floor. I think this herringbone floor might look quite swish in a shop. In a shop situation, the herringbone is going to look delightful. Whoops. Over there, please, sir. That's the one. Get my herringbone on. I'm gonna use the combat theme for my herringbone floor. Can you possibly beat the herringbone floor? I don't know. I'll try my best, but there's no guarantees that I can beat the herringbone floor. In fact, I might run out of herringbone floor. I'm slightly concerned by this now. I've shot through 170 blocks of herringbone floor a little bit quicker than I had anticipated when I began the quest of beating the herringbone floor. It is an incredibly good combat theme. As I say, every single theme in Dragon Quest I think was truly magnificent. But it will be quite fascinating to note what happens. I'm assuming, I'm sure the young composers have. Whoops, that's not what I wanted to do. I'm sure the young composers have probably learnt from the master, and it won't be too outrageous, but it will still be a bit of a shame that he will not be present. Now, okay, so if this is the main entrance, yeah, you get sort of like a look at this central display unit, and that'll be lovely jubbly. Now what we want to do is, yeah, I'll tell you what, actually, let's pop one of those there, and then can I pop a sign? Oh, interesting. Oh, I don't think that's what I wanted to do. No, I've put my price tags as a saleable item, I think, which is not precisely what I wanted to do. Oh, oh, interesting. Okay. Ah. I think it took me fucking ages to figure out price tags before. Apparently, I think I've just stumbled upon how you use price tags. Fuck the bed. Don't fuck the bed over. Fuck the bed. Just fuck the bed, baby. Fuck the bed. Don't fuck the bed over. And then maybe pop another couple. Nah, not quite there. No, I don't like there. There, so that you've got a little bit more space. Although there is going to possibly interfere with the other plan. Although, no, I think we should be alright there. Although having said that, I think I had to use simple small tables. So, how big was the simple small table? Only small, as was suggested by the fact that it was the small table. So we'll put a little small table there, and then we'll pop a little on top. Surely on top. Come on! Don't be a douchebag, game. Don't be a douchebag. Darn, I think it's being a douchebag. Fuck the bed or fuck me. Is that one of your choices? You can either fuck the bed or you can fuck me. Okay, I was going to say, I want to demolish it, please. I don't want to open it. Okay, fine. If it can't go on the table, it'll have to go in the corner like that. That should do nicely. So I want 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 more price tags, methinks. And that should do for this side of the shop, at least. When I have to do the other side of the shop, it might prove slightly troublesome. But for now, we'll just concentrate on the price tags. Unfortunately, I can't quite remember where the price tags are, so scrolly dolies. Oh, I suppose actually the price tags are going to be labelled. Marvellous. I'll tell you what, we'll just build a shit ton of them. Well, I say shit ton. 50 will suffice as a shit ton. You've heard it here first, folks. The official metric of shit ton is, in fact, a 50. Basically, a shit ton is as many as you fancy until you get bored and you stop doing it. Wee! Let us run fast indeed. Okay, so place. Whoops, place and place. And then finally place and place. Superb. That's not looking terrible. It's not necessarily looking good, I wouldn't have said, but it's not looking terrible either. I think we'll just have that as a door, maybe. No, I'll tell you what. We'll have a small viewing port. So that, although having said that, that's not going to make sense for a small viewing port, but I might do it anyway. Connecting window. Yes. Go on, connecting windows. Let's have a slightly wider window because they look slightly better when they're at least 2 blocks wide. You can do them a single block wide, but I do think they look slightly better if you've got a slightly extended area. That's good. I don't think that's going to look quite good enough. Whoops, that's not what I wanted. Because it's gonna interfere with the door, I think. Here, however, we can have a sort of nice lengthy window. Yeah, one more on either side. We want to keep it symmetrical. Keep it symmetrical, son. Keep it symmetrical. That's it. And then maybe... Yeah, will we get away with a nice little sort of... Actually, I've just realised. Oh, I'm absolutely starving. That is one of the things I've just realised. I'm going to eat my fine fruit flambés. Many fruit flambés, please. What is this going to look like, and will it actually count as a room? I do not know. It would require more floor. Technically it would look okay. I just don't know if it's going to count. Well, no, it should do, because windows do count towards walls, otherwise you couldn't install the windows in the first place. Unfortunately, I've not got enough windows for this situation. There's never enough windows. At least I've saved myself a few glass blocks, but I will need to dig out the floor, unfortunately. Now, will the herringbone look right there? To be honest, I'm not convinced. I think maybe the crazy paving might look better here. I've just broken another piece of crazy paving that I didn't want to break. Crazy paving... Are we satisfied with crazy paving looking right? Yeah, I think maybe. Because then it looks a bit more like it's meant to be the foundations, and it's sort of a glass-fronted shop. Which does mean we might want to do the same here. The only unfortunate thing is I don't have any more glass. But luckily, I'm fairly certain we picked up a shitload of glass when we first started this this designing lark. And as such, we should find our ability to build glass, connecting glass windows, is actually not outrageous. Just need to find windows. Windows. Oh, that's just a window. No, we want the connecting windows, please. And lots of them. We'll do the official shit done, which is 50. But you get them in blocks of whatever that is. Blocks of 5. So I actually get 250. Which is nice. So I have got lots of windows. So many windows indeed. Enough windows to sink a battleship. Not that my battleships have windows. Tell you what, I don't like that positioning for starters. And for seconds, I think we want... Also, do I want to turn those around? No, I think they'll be alright where they are. First things first, let's deal with the windows here. Ding, 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 ding. They'll have portholes, though. What, battleships, I take it you mean? Yes, I suppose arguably they would do. Now, do we want any windows on this side? And also, yes, well, welcome, Mr. Caliber, to Dragon Quest Builders 2, where we are building ourselves a couple of shops. A couple of shops, ho ho hee hee, a couple of shops, hee hee. And we're being quite indecisive about it too. But eventually I will make decisions. Decisions will be made, and we will love them dearly. We will love my decisions dearly. Why do I need a crate? I'm assuming I need a crate for the sake of my shop. Which I suppose arguably, yeah, we'll have a sort of... Yeah, we'll have a couple of crates in the corner here. And that's our sort of... That's our supply area. That'll do nicely as a sort of concept. And then, tell you what, we did have those wall lamps as well, didn't we? So let's use those. I don't think we need any more small tables, but you never know. Cripplingly lonely. No, wait, I mean fine, how are you? Well, you don't have to be lonely anymore because you're here. You're here at the Dragon Stream. You're here at the Dragon Stream. Welcome to the Dragon Stream. Welcome to the Dragon Stream. Will you piss off, Ghost? Nobody wants you here. All I want to do is build my shop. And you're not allowing me to build my shop. So, gets to fuck. You little bitch. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. I'm alright, all things considered. Literally all of the things? Are you considering all of the things? Are you considering things from the past and things from the future? I don't think you understand what you mean by you're considering all of the things. Anyway. Right, what else we got here? Oh, evil statues. Oh, that was the other thing I was going to put in the shop, wasn't it? The sword collection. So what can we put the sword collection on? Do we have a nice counter? Ah, I have a connecting counter. Perfect. Do, 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 do. My body has been complaining at me for the last month, so I'm allowing for that. I see. Oh dear. Something specific you've done, or just a mysterious ailment that has no understanding or comprehension because that's how the body sometimes functions? Or doth not function, I suppose, is the crucial element. Fuck off, Ghost. Right, let's get those samurai swords out and see if we can't put some samurai swords on our counters. Oh, I see, it requires a 2, so I'll tell you what, let's destroy that. Oh, fuck me! It was a stern blow. Nobody needed that. Nobody currently needs a stern blow. Will you go away? Oh, god damn it, fucking Maroth. Sorry, whoever you are. I'm going to need this bed. Oh, that's handy. There you go. Oh, no, I didn't mean you lay down. No. Carrie, put Malroth on bed. There we go. And now I'll jump on bed because I'm a nasty human being who cannot be trusted to do decent things. Are you going to... Good, right. It's daytime. I think the ghost is officially pissing off. Right, here we go. Well, the future consists entirely of about 10 more years, you'd wager. Okay. Fair enough. We shall see. I'm going to need to destroy all of this, because otherwise the connecting counters won't work properly. Good. I'm glad. I'm very pleased. Good. I'm glad. I'm very pleased indeed. Fuck's sake. Right. There we go. We've got a connecting counter, and we've got some samurai swords. Now the next step is to get some doors in this place. George doors. What are the scores? Now, which doors was I using? Glass or just wood? Just wood. Okay. Now, that doesn't mean I can't use glass here, of course. That's not the button I wanted. This is the button I wanted. I think maybe the glass will look quite swish because of the glass front of the overall area. Okay, as usual, if the game has a little rule, we save it just in case. It could just be a series of one-off things it could be connected. I just wish it'd stop hurting. I feel you there. Well, I don't feel you. You're miles away, but you get what I mean. by saying I feel you there. I understand the pain of the body quite distinctly, in fairness. That door is not optimal. I'll tell you what, let's crack that out. And we'll need to replace another piece of herringbone floor. And then I think what we'll probably want to do... Okay, that's not quite gone optimal either. Are these doors doing that same thing? No, not quite. No, these doors are doing the correct thing. Okay, maybe I need to... Let's smash the doors. Let's see about maybe installing them from this side. No, Malroth, go away. I want to open the doors. Hey, there we go. Now the doors open in each other, which I think is probably going to be slightly more optimal. And I think on this side... Yeah, I think on this side maybe just closed unit. There we go. It is now officially considered a large room, which is not ideal, because obviously I wanted it to not just be a large room. I wanted it to be a shop. And it has not become a shop. Okay, those doors now will need to be done the other side. Good. Right, so we'll try and place them there. And nope. Okay, these doors refuse to obey commands. Okay, I can't be bothered. Congratulations, doors. You win. You have beaten me, doors. George Dawes has given me beatings, and now I need to work out why the shop doesn't work as a shop. So what else did I need in the shop? A shop sign, that would help. Coffers, a table, price tag. Oh, 2 coffers, I think that was. Was that 2 coffers? 2 coffers, yes, okay. So we'll need to put a second coffer in. And then we'll need to politely ask him to leave or wear a mask, because obviously you don't want coffers in your shop. But in this situation, we do actually want coffers in the shop. Now, are you 100% sure? 100% sure. Okay, that's fine. Now,
Hello there.
General Blue Bush, you've watched Black Widow. Oh, that is certainly on the docket at some point in the not too distant future for me, because obviously it has come to the old and so now it's free, which I think will be quite nice and quite good. Now, are we sure a connecting counter is not a table? I feel like a connecting counter is a table, but it might not be, because it's not actually considered a table. It's considered a connecting. I need the shop sign. The shop sign, that's the problem. In his opinion, I'm doing perfectly fine, thank you very much. In anybody's opinion, I'm doing perfectly fine here. I'm doing majestically. I just need to find my shop sign. I did build a shop sign, I just don't know precisely where it's gone. It's slightly alarming and concerning, but we'll find it eventually. We've got the pub sign. You'd have thought the shop sign would be near the pub sign. But still, apparently it's not. Let's organise the inventory. Whoa. Okay, this control is going funny, which is annoying because I might have to pick up a new one. But it does seem to be doing weird things. I'm hoping that is an isolated incident. Or did I not build a shop sign? I could have sworn. I would have sworn. I do frequently, in fairness, but I would have sworn to the sweet baby Jesus that I picked up an appropriate thing. Yay! There's the flowing dress. Let's start getting some stuff in the shop. Yeah, a little bit of armour there. A little bit of upgraded armour there. This is nice. This is nice. This is really rather nice. Builders workwear, yeah. And the old training togs, oh yeah. And then I want to kind of keep my turtle armour. So really, I think it's probably going to be the farming gear. Yeah, pop the farming gear down there. Lovely jubbly. And now here, I don't know. Can I put my old weapons in these ones? I don't know. Oh, yes, I can. Okay. So I could just put all four... Yeah, put all four of them in there. Delightful. And then... 6 copper swords. Go on. Sell a fishy. I mean, technically I can. We'll keep this side weapons. And then this side can be general bits, I suppose. So, yes, there you go. I will sell lemon tail fishes. And I will sell... I don't know. I don't really want to sell the giant mallet. That seems unwise. But I suppose, arguably, let's just sell a few toadstools. Why not? I'm sure everybody needs poison mushrooms in their life. And I've got shitloads of wheat. So, that's fine. Shop immediately smells of fish and toadstools. Yes, I suppose, arguably, it would do. As opposed to smelling of fish and cushion. Superb. Right, I need that shop sign. So let's go, go, go! We need to dash back to our base camp so that we can build a shop sign. I definitely feel like I built a shop sign, but just because I forgot to build one previously, I've now built 10 because now I definitely can find them. Nope. Okay. They apparently exist somewhere. I just don't know where. Where are my blasted shop signs, game? Why are you doing this to me? Ah, okay, they're over here where I've emptied the inventory. But I can confirm I didn't have one, so I must have forgotten earlier to build a shop sign, which is slightly annoying. But there you go.
Can it make nice shop?
I'm doing it, dear. I'm doing it. Where shall we put the sign? I think maybe above the counter. There you go. Perfect. A large item shop. Ooh, build lots of different rooms. I completed it. I'm gonna get a mini medal.
Another challenge complete. I see. Cracking job. Well, would you look at that? It's a mini medal. Finish off another 3 tablet targets. I'll give your transformer trail a nice little boost. Toodle pip for now, son.
Whoa, everybody's happy. They're pissing hearts all over my shop. Everybody's happy because I built a shop. So I'm going to gather up their hearts. Apparently we can sort of pass through doors because these sliding doors are just awkward and weird and annoying. But there you go. I think it's because what you can do, yeah, you can kind of, if you open one into the other, you've basically just swapped them around, I think, so you can just walk through them, which is weird and annoying, but never mind. It's not my job to fix the doors. Actually, it's entirely my job to fix the doors. I'm the only builder on the island. And how are you, Mr. Blue Boosh? Are you doing well? You said you watched Black Widow, so you must be doing reasonably well, because I imagine it's quite a good film. Or at least tolerable, I mean. Marvel don't tend to make shit films. All of them have been sort of at least enjoyable to some degree. But are you up to anything interesting now? Are you painting once again? Did you finish your Orc Commando? Or is he still having a little go on the painting table? I would argue, Mr. Caliber, are you up to anything of interest? Are you painting? I don't know how often you paint. I don't think you paint at your desk, computer desk, do you? Because you haven't got the room, but I don't know that for a fact. I feel like that was a thing that was said previously, but I don't know for certain. It was pretty good. You should finish the Black Widow. Yes. You could always do, because she appears, now I don't know anything of the film, so no spoilers, please. But she appears to have a white outfit. You could always do the White Widow. Instead of the Black Widow outfit, perhaps. Just to make it a little bit unique and interesting. People will come from far and wide to see our beautiful oasis and amazing pyramids.
And when they does, we can sell tat to rich tourists.
I have no idea how you people paint models like that without being consumed by self-doubt.
You think we're not? You fool. You naive fool.
It's more a belligerence of fuck it, why not? In my case, at least. It's very much a I think this looks shit. Fine. It's going to just carry on regardless when it comes to me. But still. As Hulk says, we're always full of self-doubt. Does he really? I don't know. The only real line I remember from Hulk, the primary line I always remember from Hulk was, of course, you wanted to know you wanted to know my secret.
Oh, I've got this thing lying around.
You do have this thing lying around. Slightly creepy when she suddenly starts up. Oh look, I've got this thing lying around. Weirdo. Thank you, Mr. Chester Phoenix. Thank you. Yeah, thank you. I don't do well with sincerity, which is why it throws me if people do nice things. So, thank you. Thank you very much. I do very much appreciate the subscription. It is delightful to behold. So, very nice. What did you miss and what did I do? I don't know what you did, but you know what you did. And you should be ashamed. But nonetheless, you haven't missed much in fairness. I've been diddling around in the shop, trying to build a shop, and now I'm talking to Ordelia. But that's pretty much it.
People will come far and wide, this tat to tourists. Honestly, Ordelia, you're such a silly Billy. What use is a shop if we don't have a shopkeeper? There's no need to be angry, Lulu, but we haven't forgotten.
Ooh, I'm going to be picking up a shopkeeper, I think. Yes.
This is it, Veldin. The pyramid is almost complete. You fucking wanker. All we need's a pointy bit to stop the thing off. Top the thing off, even. Fucking... Look, if you can't fucking read... What you fucking doing here? How do you fancy drawing us one last fucking blueprint, Veldin?
I think I can do that.
Hello there.
Hello there, General Skink Rules. Kinky Kenobi.
And...
Hello there.
General Blue Bush. It's a General Blue Bush.
It's not really sort of... It's just like, you know...
Fuck me!
Fuck you indeed. Fuck you indeed.
Oh, more
There
melons.
we go again. Oh no, melons. Fuck me, you've got melons. And yes, how do you do? How do you do, Skink? How do you do? How do you do? Where they show you how they do it. And I'm glad to hear that you are very well. Welcome. This is Dragon Quest Builders 2, of course. But you should know that by now. I've been playing it for weeks. Probably too many weeks, but there you go. I like it. And I want to make the best looking little island you could possibly imagine. Which is why I'm taking my sweet ass fucking time fiddling around building unnecessary shit. But there you go. Okay. Cool, blimey, hold it. You ain't heard my idea yet. Mine'll blow us out of water. Digby and Dougie, cease your bickering this instant. I will not permit hostilities to flare up on Lulutopian soil. There's only one way to settle this, Veldin. You've got to choose. Are you going to go with Digby's suggestion or Dougie's suggestion? Oh, okay. Well, I don't know. What are your suggestions? Could you explain your suggestions? Get in! You won't be disappointed, I promise. Now, have a butcher's at this beauty. Okay, so you are suggesting sort of just a big lump. Okay. I was thinking of orthodox design. Subtle yet stylish, innit? Well, you're going to go with my design? Not yet. I would rather want to find out what the other fella's got. Nah, that ain't fair. What's wrong with it, eh? I hope you change your mind, Veldin. Nah, mate, I know you will. Let me know when you do, innit? Okay.
I already knew you was a fellow with classy taste. Get a load of this. And you are suggesting the Gollum Pinnacle. That's the one I remember seeing previously, and I am slightly tempted. Well, I'll tell you what. I'll throw it out to the chatteroo. Would people like to see the Gollum atop my pyramid? So a shiny Gollum made of mostly copper and stone. Yeah, I suppose it's just stone. Copper and stone. Or would people like to see... Hang on. I think I can look at this blueprint again. Yeah. Or the lump. Which I don't really know. It's just a sort of... It's just a sort of ball. Shiny light ball. So... I think that... I don't know whether that's a question or a vote for the lump. I'm afraid there's only two options, yes. There's Gollum or lump. So would people prefer to see Gollum or lump? You can see the lump here. You can sort of see inside. There's a little bit more insides here. Okay, so we've got 2 votes for Gollum. So I'll tell you what, we'll go back and have a look at the Gollum design. And if suddenly shed loads of people go, lump please, lump, we'll change. But for now, I'll give it a moment or two more chatterooning. But for now, it looks like we are going to go for the Gollum statue, which I think really is the better statue. It is distinctly sort of like, oh, it's gone. No, it's just I'm building it up. If you've ever used a 3D printing software, I won't. But I would put forth that there's a 5-to-1 chance that I'm not going to tell you the odds. Somewhere on the line that might make for a funny joke, but you might have to investigate a little bit further than is entirely necessary.
Never tell me the odds.
Wow. Now there's 2 in. The odds are gone down to 3-to-1 that I'm going to tell you the odds. But yeah, if you've ever used a 3D printing software, that's how it slices things in a 3D printing software. So you get that line, and that's how it works. If you were unaware of that. Anyway, we're going to have Goldie Rocks atop our statue. It's Goldie Rocks, isn't it? Cool, blimey, there ain't no better way to show what great mates we are, and it will look proper pucker to boot. You're not supposed to tell us the odds. Well, I didn't tell you the odds. I told you the odds of me not telling you the odds. I see what I did. Whoops. What do you reckon? You're going to go with mine? Yes. In your face, Dougie. Great minds think alike, innit, Veldin? Right then. Now that we know what the top of the pyramid's going to be, it's time you put the blueprint in place. I can do that. I can do that. How are you digging through glass, Mr. Wiggles? Or whatever his name is. Wrigley. Completely forgot the poor worm's name. Poor sod. Pyramid, pinnacle, blueprint. That's amazing. It's majestic. The perfect landmark for my Federation of Fiery Fudge. It doesn't look like it will take that long to build either. As long as we all work together, and on that note, let's get cracking. Go on, you get cracking. Oh, hello. Have a butcher's at this lot, Veldin. Oi, I collected all the blocks what we'll need to build my blueprint. Grab whatever you need out of this chest. That's fine, you guys can deal with that situation. What do you want? Do you want another shop?
Thanks you for making the item shops for us. Now we just need the shopkeeper to work in it. We don't think we'd be very good at running a business with not much useful of doing useful different jobs. Perhaps you could bring in a professional from another island. Goes on, brings us back, and not one from explorer's shores. The captain said he'd spotted a sparkly new island. Merchants love shiny goats. Good look, good place to look, we thinks.
She's so desperate. I don't think she wants to work in the shop, in fairness. I think she wants to work as a dancer. That's why she's in the dancer's outfit.
Hopefully you can bring us back a lovely shopkeepers for our lovely shop. Even better if it has a bushy beards. Oh yes, Go and tell Captain Brownbeard you want to go to Iridescent Island. He'll know what you means. Brings us back a hairy merchant for us, all for us. Whoa there, Cordelia. Maybe don't fall through the roof. Everybody else, maybe don't fall through the roof. And if you are going to fall through the roof, do it properly, like this. See, this is how you fall through a roof. This is falling with style. Also, let's grab some more hearts, because they always come in handy. Tally-ho! There we go. Falling with style. Not entirely sure what you're doing digging down here, but I'll let it slide. Right. Ooh. I'll tell you what, let's deal with this back room, since we have been neglecting this back room for quite some time. Did we deal with floors? Yes, we've dealt with herringbone floors. Good. So, what did we want in here? What we want to find is a light source and a heavy source. Maybe even a mid-weight source. Towel rows, that's one of the things we wanted. Now I just have to find the rest. Let's sort the items and go from there, because that might help me out slightly in finding what I want. Might not help me in finding what I want, but you do sort of hope it does. I did want to put on the canopy as well. I forgot all about that, so we'll deal with that. Pots, yes. I think that's about all we needed. I wanted the table, the wall lamps. There they are. Take out those wall lamps. Right, marvellous. And now, oh, we also want a door of some kind, so let's find doors. What kind of doors do we feel would go here? Not sure about the sliding doors here, but it does have to be a single door, which means, yeah, I'm going to have to go back and build some more doors. So let's pick up all my leftover shit where I was building out that area. Pick it all up, make sure I don't lose it. Back to this area. Kinda wish my workshop was closer. And really, I should probably build myself an actual workshop. Otherwise, obviously, is there a there is a doors section. So simple doors would probably suffice. Ooh, paper sliding. Well, I like the idea of a paper door, but not. I don't want a sliding door. That's the key problem we've got here. I don't want sliding doors. Sliding doors, sliding doors, sliding doors, sliding doors, sliding doors, sliding doors, sliding doors. They're all bloody sliding doors. Why are there so many sliding doors? Random IKEA sinks still on a hill. Yes, yes, indeed. I like my random IKEA sink. It's magnificent. Tell you what we can do. We can pop a couple of berries in our magnificent sink or magnificent cooker. And yes, I'm going to use all of those hobs just to cook a single dose of berries. Oh look, there's a quest up there as well. Interesting. Well, first things first, and then the second things second. Right. That was a little store cupboard, wasn't it? So we'll ignore that for now. I'm thinking maybe if I want to do like... I think I might do a dedicated shower block. So I think all of these... Let's get those doors. Where do those doors go? Here we go. Oh, you have the high ground? I don't know if you could ever be considered to have the high ground. I'm sorry.
Hello there.
Sorry. I made a short joke and I apologise for it. But nonetheless, it happened. General Skinknobi. And how are they wired to the nation's gas supply? Are they aware they may be charged more? I don't think they are aware of that fact, no. Pop the light at the back on, that'll do nicely. Hopefully he won't get short with you over it. I would hope not. He can't afford to get any shorter. Oh, I'm sorry again. Can't help myself sometimes. It's a disease. I'm an arsehole. I caught arsehole at a young age and now I just can't stop. Do we want them down below? Yeah, down the lower area is fine. You've got to be the bigger man.
I think in most situations I am the bigger man, in fairness. There's very limited situations where I'm not the bigger man. I assure you of that. There we go. Okay, toilets. I believe that's several toilets in a row now. Yes, tiny toilet. And we don't even have a tiny miner to enjoy the tiny toilet. Tiny toilets. Everybody's loving a tiny toilet. Tiny toilet. Right, pop that in the little storage room. And then pop that as a little... That should equate to a tiny room, yes? Apparently no. Oh no, there we go, tiny room. It was just very, very slow. So do we have anything on hand that would be obviously sort of storage based? So yeah, a little... We could probably have a little sort of crate in the back here. That wouldn't necessarily go amiss. And then... Yeah, a couple of bottles on top of the crate might not go amiss. Then there's usually some tools, isn't there? I wonder where all the tools have gone. Ah, here we go. A couple of tools there. We don't need the lights at the moment, I don't think. A little bit of rope. Yeah, put a little bit of rope in there. So let's put the bottles on top of there. And then let's put the rope at the back. And then let's sort of put the tools ideally under there. Oh, good, we can get them under there. Marvellous. So there we go. This room, I will accept. This room here, entirely pointless. It's an aesthetic room only. It was just to finish off this area because it was a bit too small for a tiny toilet. Although I would have made a tiny toilet. It's just I wanted the toilets to be the same size. I wanted all their toilets. Oh yeah, of course, because I put the... Yeah, no, I don't like that. So... I suppose the options I've got would possibly... If I put sort of an extra row of blocks, I could then put the awning on top of there, or I could possibly just put the awning on like that. I don't really like that though. Roof? No! We don't do roofs there. Nobody does roofs around here. They're fine with it. In fairness, what do you call this? This is a roof. And there's a roof up there. This whole building is one giant roof. So I don't need to build individual roofs. But yeah, I don't like that idea after all. I think the classy canopy can go away. So here, right, what do we need to do? So we're digging down 2 for the block, and then 1 more for the bottom. So 3. Not that complicated, but, you know. We'll just... diggy, 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 diggy. Now, I'm thinking this path needs to be sort of nice and uniform, so we'll end the sort of... Oh, hello! We have ourselves a pyramid. Yeah! We are damn happy. Oi, oi, get in, my son. My pyramid's done. We did it, Veldin. It's exactly how I imagined it'd be. Now it's even better, my son. Oi, you lot come here and wrap your minces around this little beauty. Just in case anybody was wondering, and because I happen to know, the reason he said wrap your minces around this little beauty is, I'm assuming, this is all mostly assumption, it's off of the Cockney rhyming slang mince pies for eyes. So yeah, that's why he's saying get your minces around this. It's a bit of a shame that it's not gold, but you know, bronze will suffice. Your eyes are pies indeed. And the reason your eyes are pies is probably because of the Cockney rhyming slang of exactly that. Oh, those doors are half make a racket, don't they? I feel like at some point I'm going to regret the decision of putting sliding doors everywhere, because they're going to be just a painful racket to behold. But still, for now I'm going to live with my choices in life, and I'll just have to have lots and lots of noise every time people wander through the sliding doors. Right, now then, we're going to have to remember that we'll need an emergency escape hatch. Which we'll figure out in a moment or two, I'm sure. We'll just dig down for now. Because nothing bad happens if you just dig down. Carrying on, digging out the bed. Superb. Soupy. Soupy? Is it soupy? I don't know. If it is soupy, you might want to be careful. It may have gone off or something. Unless it is in fact soup, in which case it's very much intended to be soupy. Diggy, 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 diggy. Gonna need to eat some more food. I've got 2 more fruit flambés. Marvellous. I'll have to tide me over. Can you experiment to see how long Wrigley is via down digging? No. Because technically, I believe all that will happen is he will just sink down with it. Because you can tell that he's already dropped down here already. So he will only ever be that tall. He will never ever be any other height. Okay, so yeah, the pattern was, I believe, 5, wasn't it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think it might be 5. I might be wrong there. Also, oh, I suppose. No, I think I have just fucked it up. It's fine. Small child. This was not built for the sleeping pit. Out the way. Right. Okay. So I think that's going to be. Oops, that's not what I meant to do. Sorry, I'm gonna have to build round you again, dear, because you're kind of in the way. Let's try and figure this out. So hang on, let's double check this number as well. So yeah, it's 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Yes, it is. And now, how did I design this bit here? Basically, just a step. Okay, that's not too bad. So that's what I want to do at this end here, really. So. Oops, that's one too many. And now, yeah. Yes, I believe that works. I'm not 100% sure, but I believe it's roughly what I'm after. I've made a mistake, but it's a fixable mistake, I think. Yeah, it's a fixable mistake. It's fine. Although I do need more glass blocks. I may need more light boxes, in fairness. I don't know if I've got enough light boxes for this entire plan to come to 100% fruition, but yeah, never mind. Carrying on regardless. Let's just carry on, water, carry on. Have I made a mistake? No, I haven't made a mistake. Not yet, anyway. Let's try and find my glass floor, because we are going to need glass floor. I'm going to need a lot more glass floor. Okay, that's fine. Do we have those light boxes? No, we don't. I've got a nasty feeling the light boxes. The light boxes. Oh, the light boxes. Yes, the boxes of lights. Right. So what we want here is, I think we'll carry the pattern on from there. So yes, in fact, it would be quite good to have 2 light boxes there. So 1. Yeah, 2 there. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 5. So we'll want these 2 blocks out. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Ditch those 2 blocks. Superb. And then 1, 2, 3, 4. And then that's just sort of ends there anyway. So that's good. So now pretty much we just want to... Whoops, I can place it there. I'm going to place it there. How dare you suggest I can't place it there? Don't you dare tell me what I can and can't do, you bastards. You don't understand my limitations. Or lack thereof of limitations. Is this what I want to do? Yes, it is. Yes, no, this is exactly what I want to do. I'm losing confidence in my calculations, but... again, as mentioned, whenever you lose confidence, just go on belligerently doing what you think is right, and, you know, one day it'll work out. When that day will be, probably, you know, 10 years after you die, but, you know, that'll do, won't it? For some people, that'll do. Right, Guys, I know you're sleeping here, but I am about to flood this chamber, so, you know, enjoy it. Right, what we'll need, though, is that to be taken care of. Now, where did I want to put the blocks? I wanted to put the light blocks there, so I want to put stone blocks there and there, I believe. Does that work out? 5, 5. Marvellous. Yes, that is exactly what I wanted to have happen. Good. This has all worked marvellously, apart from I do need to, I'm going to have to dig out that whole area so that I can put a block on there, and probably the same the other side, of course it is. And now just pop a block in there. Now, that should be a perfect scenario. Yes, it is. Oops. That's the one. Now, really, I need to decide what I want this external path to be. Do I want to continue with the crazy paving? Or do I want to sort of engage in an alternate... whoops. That was entirely the wrong one. It's fine. We'll survive. As long as I've had my Weetabix, I might just stay alive. I've got 4 more things to do. Looks like I haven't got a clue, but I'll survive. Lulu, hello. So the pyramid's pinnacle is finally in place. We'll have a closer look in a moment or two, so that you don't feel like you've missed out. It's perhaps not the design I would have chosen myself, but I suppose that's what you get when you work with amateurs, especially those of the mindless, muscle-bound persuasion. I mean, I'm not entirely sure what's happening with Babs and Ordelia there, but Babs looks... Ordelia looks super comfortable. I was just looking around to see where the miners were. They are in the next room over, but that is a double wall, so I don't think they're going to hear her, so she's probably lucky there. Oh! We got another one. Got another one coming in.
Hello there.
General pants. These are my general pants. I keep them separate from my special occasion pants. And any other pants you care to mention. Welcome, Mr. CS Squarepants. Welcome to the stream. You join us for Dragon Quest Builders 2. And we're building stuff, as is suggested by the title. How are you? You have special occasion pants too? Of course. You always have to have special occasion pants and I believe car crash pants, because you need to make sure you've got clean underwear on in case you're involved in a car crash and they have to cut your trousers off. I can't help but think if they have to cut your trousers off, they'd have to cut your pants off too, but nonetheless, you need those car crash underpants to just in case. That's the idea. But I suppose that's what you get when you work with amateurs, especially those of the mindless, muscle-bound persuasion. Veldin, if you can think of a more stylish design, feel free to tear that thing down and rebuild it however you like. But it will do for now. At long, long last our work is complete, and how dare you suggest I would tear down the work of Digby and or Dougie? I would never do that. How dare you? I'm good. How are you? I'm good. I'm good as well. Thank you. I'm okay. And my pants are specifically square. Of course. How stupid of me. Did you starch them especially? Starched and ironed them to make sure they're always square. I hereby declare the pyramid officially finished. Good. Ah, Lele. Lele. Hi. Hello, welcome. Welcome to Dragon Quest Builders 2. We're building in Dragon Quest Builders 2. I think that's self-explanatory. It's Dragon Quest Builders 2. If we weren't building, we'd be doing it wrong. But welcome. How are you this merry evening? To pull up a stool and sit down and enjoy. Cool, blimey, crikey, alrighty. That thing will pull the punters in, no doubt about it. You fucking wanker, just look at the size of it. With this one building, we've changed the scenery just as much as the Furrowfield lot did. Follow a cannon, fire. I haven't done this for a while, so I can't remember the line. You have just harpooned your way into following a brand new streamer. There you go, I knew I'd get there eventually. I iron up a wall to get that 90-degree angle. That sounds uncomfortable. That sounds like an uncomfortable thing to wear. 90-degree angle underpants. Change the scenery just as much as the Furrowfield lot did. Oh, we agree wholeheartedly. We'd love to get a bird's eye view. Only way to understand the true scales of it.
I only hope it doesn't attract the children of Hargon's attention. If they saw something as wonderful as this, they might try to destroy it. And also, thank you for the follow. I should have said that immediately, but I was too busy trying to get the sort of showbiz line out. But nonetheless, thank you. What are you doing in the corner, Bonanza? Do you know what? That would be the worst thing you could possibly wake up to, isn't it? I don't think I can get the camera to behave enough to get over there, but you kind of get the picture there with him just staring over the shoulder. But can you imagine? Can you imagine if you went in, you just slept in that bed, and then when you woke up in the morning, that was looming down from above the sort of the headboard of the bed. Arr, I'm Bonanza. I'm a farmer, don't you know? Arr. It would be horrendous. You'd be, perfectly within your rights to call the police. It's going to be hard for 9 to share that bed. Oh, yes. Yes, unfortunately there are only 2 beds for many people, so that's why we were having earlier, the small girl and the worm were sleeping in the hole. Where were they sleeping? In the hole. I'd say it's only a matter of time before they show their ugly mugs again. They've known about this island ever since those missionaries showed up. Even if we're safe for the time being, we can't rest on our laurels. They might strike at any moment, and we need to be ready to defend ourselves. We should do with barricading the coast, stop them making their way inland so easily, and a few more able-bodied fighters wouldn't go amiss. Oh, cheer up, you dreary lot. We've just finished the pyramid. You could at least try and look a bit happier. Build the pyramid! Tablet target completed. Hello, my little friend. Another challenge complete, I see. Cracking job, Veldin. Well, would you look at that? It's my it's a mini medal. It's not my penis. I keep my penis but well within my hairy hood. Okay, that was a lot dirtier than I thought it was going to be. I don't think I like the phrase hairy hood. Finish off 2 tablet targets and I'll give your Transformer Trout a nice little boost. Toodle pip for now. The Oasis and the Pyramid are both finished. Do you know what this means, Veldin? The tablet targets are complete. But with... Oi, lovely jubbly. But we're still going to keep building, right? We want to make more. We want to make our dreams come true. You know this live stream is missing something. How dare you? How dare you? Hold your horses, darling. I know how you feel, what with the children of Argod on the horizon. We need to think about the here and now before we look to the future. And I love Dragon Quest Builders as well. I loved the first game, and I absolutely adore this game because they made it bigger and better than the first game. It is absolutely fantastic. And there is an awfully large volume of fucking and an awfully large volume of me. Fucking me, fucking you. So yes, I am well with you on that love of Dragon Quest Builders. And in fairness, I just have a love of Dragon Quest. I absolutely adore the Dragon Quest games. They are supreme RPGs beyond comparison.
Never tell me the odds.
Okay, I will not tell you the odds. I wish I had a more pertinent and profound joke there. But I don't. What were the odds of that? 1 in 1.
Easy.
It is. It's easy. Who are you? I'm easy. Fuck me. I'm easy. Hold your horses. The here and now. No. I'm not that easy. I'm not so easy that I do it with melons. That's right. We need new ideas for defences and new soldiers to boot. And you shouldn't boot your own soldiers. It lowers morale. And we're not going to find them round here. I think it's time Veldin and Malroth set sail for a new island. That sounds like a splendid plan. But first things first, Veldin. Now that we've completed the targets, you should take a look at the tablet. Okay, I will try to. Whoops. Go away, Malroth. Also, you do seem to have a thing. Watch out, Veldin. I've been meaning to have a word with you. I've got a favour to ask.
Ever since we come over from Crimbleton, I've been pining for a ride in a minecart. It just ain't the same running to work every morning when I could be riding the rails. Think you can sort me out? I ain't bothered where you put the tracks. I just want to feel the wind rushing over me rhomboids. Still, I reckon it'd be proper exhilarating if the tracks ran right through the pyramid. What do you think? About 200 pieces of track connected together should be enough to scratch me railroading itch. Well, I was wondering what to do about my back passage. I think he's just given me a devilishly good idea what to do with my back passage. I think I'm going to stick a minecart on my back passage, and that way we can satisfy his need for minecarts and my need for a minecart in the back passage. But we shall see if I've got 200 pieces of minecart crafting doodads. Do I have the minecart doodads? I do not have 200 pieces. I have 128 pieces. This is disappointing, but a situation that could probably be rectified. And I also want to find... What do I feel? Oh, there's a fruit flambe. Yes, please. Flambe. And now let's build another flambe in my fancy IKEA cooking device. Just sat there in the middle of nowhere. I love my weird cooking device sat in the middle of nowhere. Right, Minecrafts. So I had 128, so 150 should do 200, yeah. Well over 200, which is largely what I wanted. Right. Let's see, what else we wanted? Floor. There's a floor in this plan. Yes. And the key question is, what sort of floor do we want? A sooty silver brick? No, I think maybe earthen blocks, because they are sort of industrial, but will hopefully sit rather nicely. Good lord, really? You need lava blocks to build granite? Fair dues. I don't know where I'm going to get plentiful supply of lava blocks. Probably from the surrounding islands, because you get... If you find all of the things on an island, you get an infinite supply of the things you find on the island, which is quite useful. But I think, yeah, the iron blocks... We'll get another 200 iron blocks, assuming that ant doesn't interfere with me. I don't want ants interfering with me. I don't want ants in my pants, or anywhere else, frankly. Or anywhere else, frankly. I prefer Frank to stay out of this, and Lee needs to mind his own business. From the landscape, it looks like some point a creeper from Minecraft will appear. That's true. It does share that aesthetic quite substantially. Right, so, okay. There is a plan in the brain. A good plan? I couldn't say. Bad plan? Distinctly possible. So, it might also require a rebuild of some stuff. Well, first thing we'll do is we'll just clear out this floor here, because we don't need it anymore. It has besmirched my honour, and therefore must be eradicated. We don't need no stinking sand in this place, no. Also, let's put my Ernie blocks. Where are my Ernie blocks? Ernie blocks? Ernie blocks? Where are you, Ernie blocks? Ernie! He was the fastest block in the West. There they are. Ernie blocks. So I'm thinking, what I want to do is not that, because that was wrong. Which is the norm. So my thoughts lie in the region of going ding 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 ding. And then yes, dink. And then ding 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 ding. And then I'm also sort of considering the idea, if I dink dink out this piece of the floor as well, I'll replace this with iron as well, which will probably be fine. Time consuming, but not outrageous. And then this will become our rail track, and it will act as a nice quick shortcutty sort of thing. Oh, why are you here? Go away, you silly scorpion. Now that's our
That's how they should have had. What? Why do you keep doing that? Bloody nuisance. Is that not doing a huge amount? It's more healing, isn't it, that one? Oh well. It's got me up a little bit. That's fine. It's perked me up just a touch. A digger's jigger will just perk you up just as much as you need. A boo, a diddly, a diddly-doo-dee-dee-dee-dum. I'm afraid we're in a slightly boring building section now. Now I know some people would say there was an exciting portion of this, but they're cruel people who shouldn't be listened to. Oh dear, it's emergency save time because it seems to be struggling a little bit again. It's been doing quite well all night, but every now and again it's like, no, definitely chuck a save down just in case. You don't want it fucking up. Babs, don't stand on blocks that I'm demolishing. It's very inconvenient. You're pretty excited right now, but that's because you're doing something else, isn't it? I'm pretty excited now. I've just sort of stuck my hand in a blender, and I don't know when the blender's going to come on. Oh, it's exciting. I'm a daredevil. Right, here we go. Now this should end up looking quite nice. Although, yeah, something is definitely interfering with some such. I don't know precisely what is interfering, but, you know. Do you not find danger exciting? I think danger is considered exciting, isn't it? Right, now, I wonder what might be quite fun. Also quite dangerous, and also unnecessary. No, I think for now we'll leave it, because it's unnecessary. That's fine. Because I think that looks alright, like that. And what we'll just do is we'll just polish off this area. We won't worry too much about the back of the pyramid just yet. Eventually I will probably want to, I don't know, we might end up, I don't know precisely how we'll do it, because obviously just watching me build things is probably quite boring, and I realise that's exactly what I'm doing right now, and therefore saying it's quite boring and then continuing to do what I've just said is quite boring. It is not necessarily the greatest of plans, but it's the only one I've got right now. Yeah, at some point I might try and polish off a lot more of the tablet targets, and those targets are pretty much build lots. Ow, you little prick! Oh, you've demolished part of my wall, you little shit! Oh, they shouldn't be allowed to do this shitty nonsense. Do I have to? I'm gonna have to repair that myself, I think you'll find. How fucking dare you come here and trash parts of my building? In fact, you've trashed quite a substantial chunk of my building. Absolute horseshit. I'm going to be responsible for fixing that, aren't I? You don't have a blender either. Oh, that's fair. What I'd suggest is if you look up blender.org, I believe it is, then you can download Blender, and that way you will always have a blender. Because fun fact for anybody unaware, Blender is a 3D software for 3D modelling. An exceptionally good one, in fairness, and free. That's probably why it's exceptionally good. Well, I say that. I think the paid-for ones are probably, technically speaking, better. I'd never expected to get into the bowels of my pyramid, but I am currently in the bowels of my pyramid. And I'm disappointed in the shoddy workmanship. They didn't bother fixing the sand problem. They've left bushes. I'm going to leave that bush, because, do you know what? That's not my sort of... It's not my job to dispense of bushes. But yeah, I've never really been on the inside of my pyramid. I shouldn't... I think we'll carry on round and go back the way we came. That red pill, blue pill type thing. Do you be a daredevil and maybe die, or live 80 years of dare-free life? Most people would live the 80 years of dare-free life, I suspect. Now, the big problem I've got is I don't know precisely how this pyramid was built. So I'm going to struggle slightly putting it back together. But there you go. So, I mean, I suppose arguably we just look at the other side, I guess. But Yeah, you want 1, 2. Cool. 1, 2. Buckle my shoe. 3, 4. Data whore. 5, 6. Pick up some tricks. Well, we mentioned the whore earlier, so of course. Could you piss off, Mr. Sir? I don't know. There's a. Okay, that's what it is. Right. Okay. Could you all go away, please? You're starting to annoy me. I don't know where this goes. This doesn't appear to go there. Oh, I see. Does it go up there? No, I genuinely don't know how to fix this pyramid. Okay. It is an awkward situation I'd have preferred not to have encountered. But there you go. It was built by aliens. What, the pyramid? No, it was built by lazy people who couldn't be bothered to pick up the cactuses inside the bloody thing. Right, superb. Right, that's one side done. Now what we also want to do is deal with the other side. So we want to bash, bash, bash our way through here. There's one thing memes have taught me. It's always aliens, that's true. Good old Offer Popper Lotbelos. That's probably considered racist. But can't remember his name. But it's something along the lines of, I think it might be Greek, so it is sort of a, again, that's substantially racist. You do understand that, don't you? Yes, I am. I'm beginning to fully comprehend my inconveniently hefty volumes of racism in this situation, but still, no, I don't think you can but still your way out of this situation, can you? I mean, most people would say no, you can't. But I'm going to give it a go. But still, we are running slightly over the allotted time frame for Dragon Quest Builders 2, but I will just try and finish off a little bit more of this train track of devastation. Right, we also need to eat some stuff. So seared steak, that sounds like a good plan. Get rid of that. Oh, that's where the vault wall's gone. Okay, well, we might be able to do a little bit more building of the pyramid. So we want sort of basically... Problem is remembering exactly what I'm seeing. So, okay, so you want one there. It's going to take you all fucking night if you're doing it one piece at a time. Yeah, well, it might have to be one piece at a time. I think it's... We're filling in that wall there, right? Yeah, okay. Basically filling in this wall here. Oops. I don't think I want that one there. No, but there should then be... Oh, I see, that's what one of these was, I believe. Yes, okay. So now... Do we want to... Yes, along the third one. Oh, interesting, okay. No, I think that's... I think that might be the one. Not the only one, but the only one that makes me feel like this. You're not the only one, but you are the only one who makes me feel like this. No, I think that's wrong. Oh, that's the one. Well, the Scorpion is pretty much nothing at this point in time. And Malroth, in fairness, Malroth will take care of the Scorpion eventually. If the Oh, my attack power has just increased as well, so now it is time for the Scorpion to die. Now is the time of the Scorpion's death. Right, so on top of that freeway, yeah, there should be... That's where this comes from. So that... I don't think that's right, but... It's not right, but it's fuck it. It's close enough. It's my pyramid. I can build however I want it. Right, now, let's deal with the floors in here. So the goal at the moment is I'm going to try and... Oh, I need to finish off that wall as well. Okay, that's fine. I forgot about this wall. don't think that's the right tools for the job. No, that's the wrong... It's the wrong sort of brickwork, mate. You can't get the fucking staff here, can you? Mud brick wall. That's what we need to find. Mud brick wall. Are you mud brick wall? You are mud brick wall. There we go. Right. Hopefully now we can build this properly. Oh, except I need a... Oh, I'm too short. Too short. I need a little stool. God damn it. Come on. There we go. Marvellous. You have chosen death, and you have chosen unwisely. You have chosen to get in my way, and that is not a sensible decision. Never get in my way. For death. Death is the only answer if you decide to get in my way. Especially you guys, considering you already know death is the only answer for getting in my way. You should understand this but more so than anybody else. You've seen what I can do, so don't stand in the way of my hammer. It does nasty things to you. Okay, so that should go roughly where I need it to go, and then we'll fill in this area because we'll need to work out the massive floor situation later on as well. Look, stop walking where I'm building, guys. Well, there you go. You can see a little bit more of extended worm body from Wrigley there. You would have had to have looked very quickly at exactly the right time, but nonetheless, there was a little bit more extended body than he usually puts forth. Because I'm assuming while he's upright in that fashion, he probably actually is just miles of towel, just to make sure that if anything like that happens, you don't get him floating weirdly. So they've probably factored in the fact that they don't want... whoops. They don't want a whoops. No, they don't want a whoops. They don't want a whoops on the carpet. And they don't want the cat doing a whoopsie on the carpet, or whatever it was. Whatever that line is. Bang, bang, bang with my hammer. It's hammering time, indeed. There we go, here we go. Right. Unrelated, but how are you finding Yakuza 5 on PS4? Fantastic. I'm absolutely loving Yakuza 5 on PlayStation 4. I imagine I would have loved it on the original PlayStation 3 as well. I just never got around to picking that one up. But yeah, no, I absolutely love it. It's everything you want from a Yakuza game and more, because it is a majestic oddity in every sense. It's weird because I've actually enjoyed it a lot more than I enjoyed number 4. Because number 4, I found a lot of things about number 4 a bit sort of like, especially when you ended up with Saijima's story. And I mentioned this previously, but Saijima came as a bit of a surprise because he was super heavy and super awkward to use as a fighter. And I did not enjoy his fighting style. And unfortunately, it sort of almost ruined the game for me when you had to be using Saijima as a character. Whereas this time round, for some reason, I don't know why. I do not know why. Well, we've made some degree of effort on the mine cart. Tell you what, do we want to sort of... Ooh. I'm going to have to remember that for next time. I'm going to stand here. I might try and make some kind of sort of track platform thing. Don't know precisely how or what or where, but I might try and do sort of a weird thing. How is the map type on 5? 0, 1, 2 and more or less the same. And maybe playing them back to back put me off of that. 6 handled this better in my opinion. Well, I haven't played 6, so I don't know anything about 6's maps. But I'm assuming by map type and more or less the same map, you mean the fact that it's almost always in Kamurocho? And in fairness, they are all pretty much, all roads lead to Kamurocho. But 5, I must admit, 5, I think that's again where 5 is a little bit better than 4. Because 4 was very much isolated in Kamurocho. But 5 has explored several new areas. Each character so far has had a brand new area dedicated to them. Granted, I suppose this third chapter that I'm in is Sotenbori again, which is they've done Sotenbori in the past, but nonetheless, it's still refreshing to have each character in their own little city area, and that's been quite pleasant. And I must admit, this time round in 5, this is why it's slightly odd, because in 4, as I say, playing as Saejima almost put me off the game, whereas playing 5, I got to the Saejima section and I was thinking, oh dear, but I really fucking loved it. I love the fact that they've also got dedicated side stories to each character, so there's dedicated activities to that character specifically. Now, there's always sort of sub-stories, but this one's a full-blown sort of like mode of side story. So, for example, Kiryu had taxi driving at the beginning, and Saejima has hunting stuff. And it's such a weird thing. And I remember I found myself sort of thinking back, going, well, now in that previous game, they did this, didn't they? And I suddenly realised, wait, no, that wasn't the previous game, was it? No, that was this game, just the earlier chapter, which kind of made me realise that because each section is quite vast and quite dedicated to the character, it really feels like each section has been a different game. So the Kazuma Kiryu section feels like a different game to the Saejima section compared to the current section, which is the Haruka section that I'm doing. And they all feel weirdly different, like they are a different version of the game, which is quite good, I think. So 5 has actually been exceptional. It is possibly one of the better Yakuza games, I think. Be interesting to see 6, but the Kiwamis were exceptional as well. But 5, I think, might have been the pinnacle. They really did a lot of excellent work on 5. Anyway, we're going to have a 5-minute break, and then we're going to get on with some graveyard keeping. We're going to tend to my graveyard and see if we can get somewhere there. Unfortunately, I think it's a little bit idling and building experience, which is a little unfortunate, but we shall see. We shall see if we can accomplish anything. Anyway, back in 5.